Want to learn faster and more effectively than any person you know? You're in the right place. I don't care whether you want to cook the perfect meal, make $1 million, or discover the meaning of life. There's only one skill that you need to be successful in anything that you do. It's called the skill of learning. Now, you may be sitting there thinking, well, I've been learning my whole life. I think I'm pretty good at it. Well, buckle up because I have some bad news for you. Think back to when you were in school. Your teachers would lecture you about history and science and tell you to go home and learn by reading the textbook. The problem is, you never learned how to actually learn. No one ever sat you down and told you the cheat codes to quickly and effectively absorbing information into your mind. After all these years, I'm going to give you the secret formula and teach you how to learn anything faster than anyone you know. The first principle is absolutely essential for you to know. It's called the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule states that 80% of your results come from only 20% of your effort. So what does that mean for you? Well, if you're trying to learn a new language, instead of memorizing thousands of words and complex grammar rules, focus on the 1,000 most commonly used words and learning how to form basic sentences. Oh, you want to learn how to cook? Focus on mastering the fundamentals first. Chicken, pasta, eggs, rice, etc. Put a little salt and pepper on that, and boom, you're already a better chef than half the people I know. And please challenge me in the comments below. I bet you can't name a single skill where mastering the basics first doesn't make you better more quickly. The truth is, most people overcomplicate things and waste time on details that don't matter. If you focus on the 20% that drives 80% of the results, you'll get way better, way faster than everyone else. Now, the second principle may shock you. Anytime you're trying to learn anything new, I want you to have one single goal in mind: to fail over and over and over again as quickly as possible. Now, you're probably thinking, what the f is this guy talking about? I'm here to learn things, not fail. Well, you're gonna want to hear me out. If your goal is to learn how to go viral on social media, but from day one, every single post you put out gets 1 million likes, what did you actually learn? You learned nothing. You do not learn from succeeding. The only time you ever learn is after you fail. If you want to learn how to shoot a basketball, you have to miss a shot first so you can take a step back and reflect on what you did wrong. Sure, would going viral on social media every time or never missing a basketball shot be amazing? Of course, but that's not real life. The point is, you only learn by failing first. So by that logic, it would only make sense to fail as much and as quickly as possible. The learning cycle at its very core has 4 stages. 1, experiencing that failure. 2, taking a step back to reflect on what went wrong. 3, taking in more information like watching videos or reading books. And 4, improving on your mistakes. Then simply just repeat. Now, I have a cheat code for fast-laning this process in cognitive tasks like studying for an exam or learning a new language. Let's say, for example, you're studying for an exam on World War II. I want you to close the book, then ask yourself questions like, explain what happened in World War II. From there, recite everything you know. Almost pretend like you're the one teaching. Once you eventually hit a roadblock, jot that down, then go back to reading so you can fill that gap. After that, just keep repeating this process. By doing this, you're failing instantly every couple of minutes. This cheat code is known as active recall. Now, this final principle is arguably the most important of all. It's going to sound ironic, but to learn more quickly, you need to learn more slowly. I know. You clicked on a video called How to Learn Anything Fast, but by learning more slowly, you actually learn quicker. Let me explain. Your brain, like your body, is a muscle. It only has so much capacity for one day of taking in new information. If your brain wasn't like this, we could work all day long without getting tired. Now, think about that one topic or skill that you're trying to learn currently. I can guarantee that it has many subtopics in the overarching goal. Let's take the example of cooking. If you're trying to learn knife skills, perfect seasoning, sauce making, boiling pasta, and grilling all in one session, you're going to walk away about 1% better at each skill. Now, if you only tried grilling a single piece of chicken, you'd probably improve 20% or more in just grilling. If you do the math, you've just learned the overall skill of cooking 4 times faster. When you slow down and take the time to build each skill until it becomes a habit, you'll improve faster than 99% of people who try to do everything everything at once and end up mastering nothing. The cool part is that this principle applies everywhere. Learning a new sport? Focus on mastering one movement at a time. Trying to get better at chess? Master one opening before jumping to complex strategies. Want to be a better speaker? Work on pausing in clarity before worrying about fancy words. Now, in order to truly learn anything, there's still one piece of the puzzle missing. You need to genuinely believe that you can do it. This is called a growth mindset, the belief that no matter where you're starting from, you can improve if you put in the effort. And honestly, you need to take this belief to almost a delusional level. If you want to learn something, you need to be so confident in your ability to figure it out that failure isn't even an option. Think about it. You've already done this before. You learned to walk, talk, read, and write. You weren't born knowing how to do any of those things, but you figured them out. So why should this be any different? And if this thing you're learning is truly important to you, then it's not just about effort. It's about immersion. It should be the thing you're thinking about in the shower, before bed, when you're zoning out in class or at work. If you're serious about mastering this, you need to be obsessed. That's the mindset difference between people who kind of learn something and people who master it. Which one are you going to be? At the end of the day, learning anything fast comes down to focusing on the right things, mastering one step at a time, and believing so